All right. Hi, folks. I know you can hear me now. Hi. The pre-show. Need that. Closing a bunch of stuff. Seconds. Where did my cursor go? Greetings. Hello. Hi, it is Tuesday, and I am learning a whole bunch of new stuff. I'm using a tool called Ecamm. And Tuesdays, according to my calendar, I do a contest tip of the week. So I thought I would try the countdown at the beginning, and I know I don't have it set up totally right because I had an overlay that wasn't doing what I wanted it to do and stuff. But it's kind of fun to have a way of leading into a show. Of course, I also potentially want to trim that off if there's a replay, right? Anyway. Tuesday tip. We had a conversation. For those of you who maybe don't know, that I do contests and giveaways, depending upon which word you prefer, to build your email list. So if you're a small business owner, big business owner, the only asset that you have besides yourself is your email list. And in order to grow your business, you need more clients, more customers, more potential customers. If you had a brick and mortar, you wanted more people to walk by the front of your store so they would go, holy crap, I need some of that, and walk into your store. Your email list is virtually the same thing for any business, whether it's brick and mortar, whether you are an online store or not. I forgot, by the way, I was going to put a message in our Discord server. We have a new Discord server, so let me go over there, and I'm going to post the link. Show is over here, because I forgot to tell people, and I'm going to give them the link, facebook.planetmitch. Because a couple of the people that were in the chat over on our new Discord server, which I'm calling Giveaway Galaxy, by the way. Yes, I'm into astronomy and stuff like that. This is my friend Astro, for those of you who don't know Astro. He has a new partner, which isn't up there. I have a fish now. The fish is a cat toy. But Giveaway Galaxy is where we are now talking about contests on a regular basis. We had an interesting chat this morning. Fuzzy Wenzel, who's over there, and Johan and I were having a conversation about whether or not you want to put your contest on a giveaway site. So what am I talking about in terms of giveaway sites? Places like Sweepstakes Advantage, Contest Girl, my friend Arthur, who runs... Why is my brain not working? Oh, gosh, it's brain not working day. Oh, come on, Johan. Comment, tell me what the name of that site is. Yikes, I'm not remembering. Somebody comment, by the way, please let me know you're here. I know there's several of you here. It always really helps if we get some comments to help us spread the word about the campaign, about the live stream. Let me know where you're from, who you are, and whether or not this is even working. I know, there's people here, so I see you. Thank you. I just wish Facebook and the other tools would tell me who's here so I could say hi. Do you remember Romper Room? What was Romper Room lady's name? Who used to go, I see Betty, I see Paula, hello. So the topic of the day is, should you be posting your contest on giveaway sites like Sweepstakes Advantage, Deal Max? That's what it was, Deal Max, thank you. Troy's here. Hi, Troy. Thank you for popping in. Troy said, Troy here. Thanks, Troy. Should you be posting your contest on sites like dealmax.net and Giveaway Galaxy? Not Giveaway Galaxy, because that's where we're chatting. Sweepstakes Advantage, Contest Girl, those kind of stuff. Devin's here. Hi, Devin. Devin says Devin here. So, Devin, do you spell it with an E or an A at the end? You did both. Silly me. Fuzzy Wenzel over in the Giveaway Galaxy chat this morning said He doesn't like to post his contests over on... Hello, Jeff. Jeff's here. He doesn't like to post his contests over on these contest sites because he said he tracked them. And let me give you a quote. Well, let me just show you. It's probably easier just to show you because it might get you excited. Right? If I go here and then... Come on. Don't tell me it's going to be slow. There it goes. I'll do it this way. Here is, and by the way, I have a new monitor over here to the side, so I can see actually what's going out over there. I used to have it over there. Now it's over there. And my picture in a picture is there, and I have a button that'll turn that off. This is Giveaway Galaxy. Oops, I don't want to zoom in. I want to scroll. And you see we were having a conversation this morning about his campaign, Fuzzy's campaign. And he was doing this heat tracking best, blah, blah, blah. And what he said up here was, do you usually put your campaigns on sites like mentioned above? I find the leads go up, but the quality goes down. Am I alone in this thought? So if you notice, by the way, over here on the left-hand side, you see there are lots of different channels, and this is really fun because we have a tips and tricks channel, a place to post events, campaign reviews, which we had quite a bit of chitter chatter over the weekend because we were doing campaign reviews here. If you want to sign up for this, go to giveawayrocket.com/GG for Giveaway Galaxy. GG invite. And I don't have it. Do I have it? See, I haven't put it up yet. Oh, I do have something new. Speaking of new stuff, I've got all these toys that I've been playing with. Let me make that go away. Gosh. Where is it? Scrolling tickers. Right there. So I have a scrolling ticker you can read, but giveawayrocket.com/GG invite will get you over here and to start to join the chat that we're having about all kinds of stuff. We have Upviral, Viper, Gleam. We have chats for all of those things. And we have conversations about agencies, and my founders have a special channel over here. All kinds of stuff going on over on the Galaxy. So if you want to sign up, again, go to giveawayrocket.com/GG invite. So as you saw, the question of the day, which I'm finally sort of getting to. I know, sometimes I'm slow. There's the link right there, GG invite. Do you post your campaigns over on some of these sites? Now, the interesting thing is, in Fuzzy's case, he said that he is tracking with detailed tracking to see whether the leads convert. Now, what he's doing, which I don't think I focused on a whole lot, but what he's doing is he's right now sending people over to a Kickstarter project. Now, this raises a very interesting question. Now, I'll give you an example. Devin says the black and white version looks better. Thank you. It's kind of fun. I was just doing some fun. If you... let me give you an example. What I'm trying to do is give you an example. Sweepstakes Advantage is a site that I use all the time. I have tracked multiple campaigns going through there. Lenny says, are you in black and white on purpose? And I got to make that be above the scroller. I'm just having some fun. I want to be unique and different. People think I'm a little weird sometimes, but, you know, hence the dog, Astro. But I was trying something different. Here, you want me to go back to regular? There you go. Are you happy now? Sweepstakes Advantage. I've posted multiple campaigns there. I'll give you an example of 2. Now, for $10, you can have your campaign listed on the new page where they list all the new campaigns. So eventually, it's going to trickle down and it's not going to be new anymore, and so it'll end up on page 2, page 3, blah, blah, blah. So your initial traffic is the key. Now, I've run campaigns for Fujifilm cameras, blah, blah, blah. $2,500 prize package kind of stuff. Expensive stuff. One of the campaigns that I did for my $10 for my listing brought in about, well, I'll go conservative, 300 and something leads from Sweepstakes Advantage, because we can track that stuff inside of UpViral. I also ran on the same site with the same $10, not the same $10. Obviously, you can't use the same $10 over and over. Wouldn't that be fun? The same $10, I ran through Sweepstakes Advantage a campaign, and I will have a visual for you next time we talk about this. Hired by Fuji, or was the prize of Fuji? I was hired by Fuji, and the prize was Fuji cameras. There were 3 of them, as a matter of fact. So, the second time I did it, this other campaign, the non-Fuji campaign, was for a $10,000 trip to Bali. But there was a twist to it, because the trip was for a meditation retreat. A specific time frame, a specific... I didn't even tell you the other numbers, the Fuji numbers. I'll get back to that. The specific week in November or something of last year. And so I put $10 ad for both those campaigns. The Fuji one brought in 300 and something leads, because I can do the tracking. How many do you think the $10,000 trip to Bali brought in? Now, give me a little interaction here. Give me a comment. And tell me how many leads. Now, the theory is, what I'm just going to stall here. The theory is that people that are on these sites only want to enter something. All they want is the free thing, and they're never ever going to buy, right? So the theory would be, in my book, if you're offering a $10,000 prize versus a $2,000 prize of cameras, you're going to get a whole bunch more leads for the trip to Bali. I mean, who doesn't want to go to Bali, right? Jeff says, all right, sign of the devil, 666. No, that's not right. Now, again, in the Fuji campaign, and I got to go back and look. I can go back and look this up. But my memory was that it was 300 and something leads for my $10. Now, you try to get 300 and something leads off of Facebook for $10. It ain't happening. Jeff, give me a better number. Come on. How many people would sign up from one of these contest sites where people want nothing but free stuff, would sign up for a $10,000 trip to Bali? Come on, have some guts. Jeff says 1,000. No. Camera versus a trip. Well, since cameras are more relatable, the camera did better. But again, people keep telling me, Lenny, that the contest sites, people only want free stuff. Why wouldn't they want a $10,000 trip to Bali? I certainly would. Come on, Lenny. Yes, of course there's lots of variables. That's the problem with marketing, is there's lots of variables, right? Give me a number, Lenny. 300 and something leads came from the camera contest. Give me a number. Jeff said 1,000, bumped up from 666. $10,000 trip to Bali. Do I feel the trip was well disclosed? Yes, of course it was. I created the campaign. I created both campaigns. that variable's gone. It was me, right? I put all my marketing wizardry hat stuff on. Here's my hat from Astro. Put on my market wizard hat. Lenny, I'm only talking about what were the promotion methods. The only thing I'm talking about is a listing on Sweepstakes Advantage. A $10 listing on Sweepstakes Advantage. Show them. Oh my gosh, Lenny. I don't have the buttons set up to show you that right off the bat. Just picture a camera. All right, I can show. I got the Fuji one. All right, you want to be smarty pants? That's not the right button. It's this button. It's this button. Where's my Fuji thing? Come on, Fuji. See, I've just rearranged stuff on my Stream Deck, and it's not there. Let me go back here. It's God. See, I moved it. Where did I put it? Fuji, 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 Fuji. Oh, it's right there. I don't have the landing page here. Ooh. Well, this is the sharing image, right? I don't have the other one up. All right, Lenny finally guesses 300 versus 31. You're darn close, Lenny. Ring the bell. Where'd the bell go? Oh, my bell's moved. Darn it. Bell's always got to be in front. There were 22 leads that came through. Lenny, how many people were hit with the listing? All right, look, I'm going to show you my damn desktop. We're going to go to... That was the music that was playing, this hip-hop radio thing, by the way. Sweepsadvantage.com. So if you go to Sweepstakes Advantage, and it is an UGLY website if you ask me. Okay? If you go to daily, and you say... Look through this list. All right, so here is one. Let me blow it up so you can see it better. Sweepstakes Advantage, pause sweepstakes. That's one of their own personally sponsored ones. Let's scroll down. So look at this one. Oh, that's another sweepstakes. Oh, Omaha Stakes. This is the kind of campaign, this number 5 here, that I'm talking about. On Sweepstakes Advantage, the people saw... Enter to win a $10,000 trip to Bali versus enter to win $2,500 camera from Fujifilm. And we had a description. There's no pretty picture here. There's no fancy marketing stuff. Jeff says, how can 22 leads justify a $10,000 prize? We're only talking about traffic from one place, Jeff. We're not talking about the entire campaign only got 22 leads. We're talking about the traffic that came from this one website. We're not talking about the entire marketing campaign like Lenny was asking about. We're specifically talking about data coming from one freaking website. And it's ugly. It doesn't have... It... I don't know why that doesn't come. I got to bring this back to the front. It's not working the way I want. There it is. It doesn't have... We're not talking about the whole campaign. We're talking about traffic coming from one website where I put a $10 ad. Both of them butt ugly kinds of ads. Okay? Jeff says okay. We're not talking about all the traffic. We're not talking about everything that went into it, Facebook ads, all that other stuff. We're talking about people that came from one contest website. And I'm simply saying that a $10 ad on that website, if the assumption is people coming from contest sites only want to win something for free, why wouldn't I had 10,000 people, like Jeff said, coming to win a trip to Bali versus a $2,500 camera from Fujifilm. The assumption has always been that people on those sites just want to win something for free. And I'm saying this example shows that they don't. My suggestion is that they're very selective, because this trip to Bali said for a meditation retreat. I would never enter that because I don't do meditation. All right, so let me back up. Lenny asked, what are the chances that only Bali citizens were hit with the ad? No, it shows up in that listing of new campaigns, the one I just showed you. And they're targeting only USA people. If you're not a resident of the United States, you're likely not on Sweepstakes Advantage. Okay? I know you guys don't necessarily know all these things, but you're throwing in these wild-ass parameters that don't apply, okay? What we're talking about is people that just skim the list of brand new campaigns, because that's all the $10 will buy you on Sweepstakes Advantage. We got 300 plus leads from the Fuji campaign. We got 22 leads from the Bali meditation retreat. The Bali retreat was worth 4 times the value of the Fuji one. My point being here that the people are selective. They will not spend time entering something they're not interested in. Now, I'm going to answer your other questions, but we still got to get back to Fuzzy's question. All right. Do they give you reports on the audience? No, they don't. They do show you how many clicks you got. I do tracking in UpViral, so I know how many clicks I got. The conversion rate from these sites, by the way, is in the 60 and 70% conversion rate. It's a hell of a lot better conversion rate than Facebook or Twitter or any of the other tools that we're using. What I'm trying to drill through your head, my belief, is that this fallacy, this is the one that's the fallacy. Huh? The myth is that contest leads don't buy. Now, I'm not getting all the way down to the buying part yet. Okay. But Lenny, of course, asked that question. How many of those 300 turned into buyers? Most of my clients don't care. They don't track that stuff, which is what got me to talking to Fuzzy this morning in the first place. Because what Fuzzy said was that the people that he had come from these contest sites that they tracked did not convert into people that signed up for their Kickstarter. Now, I tend to think that people that are signing up for a Kickstarter are very different than people that will sign up to buy your product. Because Kickstarter, I think, is a unique opportunity. What I will tell you is, let me show you this. If I can find it really fast. Because I don't have a button for this one yet either. Because I'm adding a whole bunch of stuff. Where is it? I don't know if I can find it really fast. Here it is, actually. My friend Joanne, who is a contester, she considers herself a professional contester. This is what she says to me all the time. I happened to do a screen grab of it a couple of weeks ago. By the way, I buy stuff after I win. Lots of stuff. What she has told me in the past is that she feels more loyal to a company that offers a giveaway than somebody that offers a similar product that does not. Because she feels like they gave her the opportunity. Lenny says, how did they track that? down to Kickstarter shopping as a third-party website makes it harder. Yes, there's all, going back to what you said earlier, there's all kinds of variables here, right? I don't know. Fuzzy said that they tracked that. I don't know exactly how he did it. We were in a chat, so it's kind of hard to get all those details. I would love to get him on a call and dive into some data. But let me go back to the Fuji example, because I do have this stuff on my Stream Deck. Let me turn this off. If I go into what I'm calling the matrix into Fuji, here's what Fuji told me. Clients lie, Lenny says. When I talked to the marketing manager, what he told me was, if you get me leads, I'll convert them at 3 to 4%. Those were his words, because I asked him, do you track the leads that come from contests? Now, before he was at Fuji, he was at another company that I worked with, and they ran 10 contests with me. So I know that this guy believes in contest leads. Maybe he's very different, but he says he can convert 3% of the people that I get. And to put some numbers on it, let's assume that a Fuji camera costs $500 and they only converted 1%. Now, we gave them in the first 2 campaigns 17,000 leads, but I dropped it down to 10,000 leads. And times 1% times the $500, that's $50,000. He invested $10,000 in the campaign, and he believes he's going to get $50,000 in return at only a 1% conversion rate. He thinks he's going to get 3%. That's $150,000 in revenue that he believes he's going to convert because he's good at marketing to his list. I asked him, oh, I would love for you to track these leads to find out whether or not they buy down the end. He says, that's too much work. I don't care. I'm going to convert 3% of the people you give me, Mitch. Give me more people. Did you try something else to give them more leads to this Bali event before you draw the winner from a smaller pool? We eventually got 1,200 and something leads for that campaign. Again, I'm only talking about the traffic that came from that one specific marketing attempt. We did plenty of other stuff. They got 1,200 and something leads, if I remember correctly. That's not the issue. What we were talking about, Lenny, was traffic from sweepstakes sites. And I have this one example of this one site that I can show you. Okay? There's all kinds of other things that are going on here. We're talking about my one example of this traffic coming from a sweepstakes site. Now, the other thing that I was telling Fuzzy this morning is that, guess what? You don't have any choice. The conversation about whether or not I should put money into Sweepstakes Advantage, as an example, should I be putting money into that for marketing? I go back to another campaign that I finished running in March. We ended up putting money in there. But let me tell you that before we put any money in sponsored ads in Sweepstakes Advantage, we were already getting traffic because somebody had posted it there in one of the forums. The other one, my friend Arthur over at DealMax, he now has a bot. And I know another site that has a bot. And Sweepstakes Advantage has a bot. They've told me about it. They are going out there and surfing the web with their bot looking for contests. In Arthur's case over at DealMax, he sent my client an email and said, I have registered for your campaign as an entrant, and I've shared that on my lead page. for my contests so that you can track the traffic coming in from my website. Hey, by the way, I can sell you more traffic. Whether you want to be on these sites or not, are you paying attention? Are you listening to me? Whether you want to be on these sites or not, your campaign is going to be there. It is going to be there. Are you listening to me? I'm saying this emphatically. Your campaign is going to be on these contest sites whether you want to or not. The whole purpose of you sharing, to get people to share on their Facebook feed, Twitter, blah, 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 they know, some of those people know about these contest sites and they're going to post it themselves. Embrace these people instead of thinking they're nasty. Stop it. Stop thinking contest leads are nasty. Get them to work for you. Lenny said that's important too, how to make it work. Ding! Ring the bell, Lenny. You're going to get these leads whether you want them or not. Whether you convert them into buyers. I'll go back to your question earlier. Where was it? How many of those leads turned into buyers? I don't know. Maybe none. But guess what? They're coming to you whether you want them or not. You're putting your campaign out there on social media and you are going to get these leads. It's up to you to convert them into buyers. I'm telling you, if you're listening to me preach to you, that they're selective. Joanne has told me time and time again that she will not enter a campaign that she does not want to win the prize. Let me say that again. She, a professional contester who spends 8 to 10 hours a day entering contests, will not enter your contest if she's not interested in your prize. She doesn't care if it's a $50,000 prize. If she's not interested, maybe I'm exaggerating, she won't enter because it takes her time to do that. She will only enter campaigns that she wants to win. Why are you people fighting against this? She will then post it like crazy on a whole bunch of different places. When you created this campaign, you want people to share it. You can't control where they share it. You can't control who enters. Embrace it. Figure out how to convert those people into buyers and give them the right damn offer in the first place. Joanne will light up for the right offer. She will spend the time to enter your campaign for the right offer. If you're not embracing this, then you're failing as a marketer. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to call you out and say you're failing. Because you need to embrace these people. Or figure out a way to get them the hell off your list right away. Talked to another marketer last fall. She said, I don't care who gets on my list. I can get those freebie seekers off my list instantly. I know how to do it. I said, tell me how so I can teach other people. And she said, no, that's my secret. Figure out how to get rid of those people if you don't want them. Because they're going to be there whether you want them there or not. Lenny says, if this person is legitimately tracking, it's their choice. Do you think they should be converting them anyway? Yes, that's what I just said. Thank you for saying the same thing in different words. If these people are coming to you and entering your campaign, they are interested in your offer. In my opinion, there will be a percentage of people who don't care. All they want to do is win something and turn around and sell it. You cannot stop those people. I don't know what the percentage of people is, but I think it's less than 20%. 20% or less. You will have fluff on your email list. Deal with them. Like Lenny just said, try to convert them. They came to you with an interest. If you can't convert them, that's your fault. That's not the contest's fault. That's not the marketing fault. They came to you and signed up. They raised their hand and said, I'm willing to give up my email address because I'm interested in what you have to offer. If you cannot convert them, That's not the contest's fault. I got a little wound up by this one. It's not the contest's fault. You either didn't build the campaign right with the right offer, or you didn't filter them out by giving them some qualifications. You maybe put up an Amazon $50 gift card as your prize, and you're trying to eventually sell them, one product, horses, You've got to do the marketing up front, and Bradley will tell you this. I'm talking to Bradley over in Giveaway Galaxy. If you guys know Bradley, he's participating regularly. His title, his screen name is Crawl Through Broken Glass, because he says this all the time. It's all about the offer. If you can get them to crawl through broken glass to get your offer, then they're going to stick. They're going to buy. They're going to become loyal fans. Easy, Lenny says. Just ask, do you plan to buy? If they say no, link them to the unsubscribe link in your emails. Lenny, what do you see working to convert them? That's not my job. I'm sorry. People ask me this all the time. I am not here to teach you how to nurture your list. I am narrowly focused on getting them on your list. There are 6 billion plans where you can go get training on how to convert people once you have them. That is not marketing training that I do. It's not my job. My job is to get you the damn leads. What you do with them is up to you. I have worked with so many clients, and I'm trying to filter them out now. I get so many clients. I had one last fall, bless his heart. We talked. He paid me a down payment. We talked. And I didn't ask him this question right up front. I said, how many sales have you gotten from your email list? How many people do you have on your email list? His answer was, I don't know. I should have not worked with him, because he's not running a legitimate business if he doesn't know how many people are buying from his marketing. He didn't even know how many people were on his list. There's the problem there, because I tried to teach him that stuff. How do you convert them? That's not my superpower. And if you're coming to me and you don't know how to convert them, be blunt. You don't know how to run your business if you don't know how to convert people to buyers. You ought to be focusing on that as opposed to building your list. Because if you get 10,000 people on your list because UpViral says you're going to go viral and you threw out the wrong prize, you got the wrong people on the list in the first place, and you're never going to be able to convert them because you don't know how. I give you tough love. I would love to teach you how to do that. Eventually, maybe I will have a course on how to convert them once you have them. But right now, that's not my superpower. My superpower is getting them on your list. Do I have a new Fuji campaign coming soon? I don't. I slapped them around the face and head, and they're in this COVID, we don't want to do much marketing phase right now because they don't know if they can manufacture the cameras. I have several clients that have said, we don't know if we can build or manufacture or buy the stuff, so we're holding off. It's kind of a frustrating time. I want them to be building their list. The whole point is to be building your list. Maybe you can promise to deliver later. But I don't know. But this is the last image that we did, was this one, was the sharing image. I like to have this one because I think this one worked really well. Anyway. Any other questions? That was my pitch. That's my tip for the day. You got to embrace these people whether you want them or not. You want to embrace these people. Because they can do... Joanne can get all kinds of leads for you. You don't know whether they're going to turn into buyers. Some of them won't. But if you craft your offer well, go back and look at the McDonald's Monopoly game. Good golly, they've been working on that thing for 20 plus years. They know how to get you to buy stuff. Jeff says, I love it. Gotta go. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you being here. They should be selling tons. People learning to stream. There are so many things that are going to be different between now and the end of the year in our world. You are going to be amazed. And I have no idea where we're going to end up. I am not a good predictor of the future. What I do know is, you're right, there's going to be a whole different world out there. There's going to be a lot more streaming, I believe. The people selling webcams, they can't manufacture cameras fast enough. They should be, doing, like you said, Fuji should be, if they have the ability to manufacture cameras. I have a Canon DSLR sitting over there, but frankly, it's too much trouble. I'd like to get maybe a 4K camera, webcam, but everything's sold out. You can't find webcams right now. Yeah. I love this topic because my opinion is very different than other people's opinion. And the short answer I have for people that say contest leads don't buy, I go back to my famous contest leads don't buy, is that they do, but you got to get the right offer in front of them. That doesn't fit on the screen completely. It's all about the offer. Bradley said it 1,000,000 times. It's all about the offer. I've said it 1,000,000 times. It's all about the offer. I spent 2 hours on the phone with the client who told me up front, contests don't work, Mitch. Contests don't work. Why on God's green earth would I do a contest with you? Because contests don't work. I get all kinds of contest leads and they don't buy. I spent 2 hours with her. Unpaid hours, by the way. 2 hours with her. And I explained all of the stuff that we've gone through and all kinds of other stuff. And she said, holy cow, that's why my contest didn't work, because I didn't know how to do the right offer. I didn't know how to do the right offer. She was throwing out stuff like an Amazon gift card, like this one. Ooh. And when she tried to sell those people her marketing classes, they didn't buy. Well, of course they didn't buy, because you threw an Amazon gift card at them. Duh. It's not the right offer. An established brand should figure out something. Yes, they should, and they just don't talk to me. Fuji's an interesting client. They don't spend a lot of... When I do get them, what they typically do is say, Mitch, here's what we want to offer as a prize, because I've talked to them 1,000,000 times about the prizes. Here's what we want to offer. Create the campaign. We're going to launch it on May 1st. We're going to run it for 3 weeks to answer your second question. Get it done. Here's your money. So I do it. I've tried asking them to do bells and whistles like rewards and stuff, and typically they don't want to do it. They're an interesting client. I love them to death because they pay. Typically what we do is 3 weeks for them, for their campaigns. Lenny asks how many days. That's typical. We do 3 days. 3 weeks, sorry. I like having that monitor, although it's not raised on my desk like... Lenny asked, how did I get on their radar? Well, I told you before, if you may not have been paying attention, the marketing manager came from another company. The other company had it's very interesting because they're an umbrella, and my previous website was called Planet 5D, which is where I got the Planet Mitch and the Astro and all that stuff. But their umbrella company had 17 different brands. And this gentleman worked for that company before he worked for Fujifilm. And so he just called me up right out of the blue when he moved to Fuji and said, Mitch, I want to run some campaigns. So we already knew each other. And I don't know the exact number. We ran at least 10 campaigns for them. Different brands of photography gear that they own. Because, like I said, they have 17 different companies under one umbrella. So that's that answer to that very great question. How do you get on the radar? I wish they'd feed me to some of the other companies because I'd like to run more. Actually, come to think of it, if I go here and there and not show you that, show you this. Actually, this wasn't the most recent one. Do I have the most recent one? Here's their recent stat. No, that's the 2019 stats. Where is Fuji? Haven't I brought it in yet? Teeth sucking. Where's Fuji? I don't have the new one. Maybe it's here. It's under this. There it is. This is the most recent campaign that we did. We did a combination with Saramonic with the microphones and the backpacks from Shimoda. So that's the most recent campaign that I did with Fujifilm. If that helps at all. Let me turn that off and turn off this. Oops. That didn't turn off, did it? Go away. Were you giving away cameras in your blog before he noticed? Yes, I was actively running campaigns. The vast majority of the 70 plus campaigns I've done were for cameras or filmmaking gear because that's what my blog was focused on. Did I give them direction on the graphics? Actually, that one, I mean, again, they have run multiple campaigns with me. I don't have... I've got... What I'm working on is creating more graphics to be able to show you quickly. And I just haven't loaded them all yet into Ecamm. And there's lots of them. I can show you this one, for example. Sekonic was one of the other brands that I did. Very simple graphic. They created this, not me. What I did was I told them to put enter now and the product. And that's what they did. These big companies know how to do graphics. This was another company that I did, not under that umbrella, but a different company, Stella. I try to make them simple. Typically, since they have the product graphics, here's another one from Syrup. This one was one of my best campaigns ever, as a matter of fact. Let's see, I got all kinds of them here. Music Bed. This was one of my worst campaigns ever. Very simple graphic. Did not convert well at all. Learned lots of lessons from that one. Let's see, what else can I show you? Cineo. This was another one. See, I love having these loaded. I just don't have buttons to turn them on and off yet. Simple. Why do people not make them simple? I've shown this one before. This one was not mine. But the thing I like about this one is that you know what the prize is. Prize value is $3,600. But the thing I like about this one is that you can picture yourself writing this thing to mow your lawn, right? Putting your person, your potential buyer, visually in the image so that they go, oh, well, look. And I don't mean to be sexist here, but it's obviously a woman. Part of their message is even a woman can do this, right? Not being sexist, not trying to be mean or cruel to women, but there is this perception that the lawn mowing is the man's job, right? This one, this was not my campaign. I stole this from the web. Lenny asked me how did this one perform. I just stole this because I thought it was a great example of a social sharing image that would likely convert well. I don't know. This was not my campaign. It's just very, very easy to share because I thought it gives lots of examples. Oh, I showed that one. My best performing campaign ever is this one. Canon Rumors. Simple. This camera had just been announced. Got 52,000 leads on that campaign. It was a hot product. You guys have seen the Safari example, I know. Here's the Bali one. Oh, nice. This was the... darn. I said it was $10,000. It's $5,000 trip. See, I gotta update my head. All-inclusive 8-day self-love retreat in November. This was their image. They wanted multiple images in here. That was their choice. They created this one. I forgot I had this one. Lenny says, yes, Canon is hot and widely used. And like I said, that was a brand new camera. That was their first mirrorless camera at the time, and Canon Rumors is a major website. I will have graphics for that. I don't have it loaded yet. No, I don't have it loaded. It slayed me because Craig, the guy who runs Canon Rumors, is a good friend of mine. And he is a very conservative gentleman. And I wish I had the chart for you since we're talking about it. But we got 52,000 leads. We sent an email at the beginning and an email at the end. And he posted on social media, I think, 3 times on his Facebook timeline. And that was the only promotion we did. No Facebook ads, no nothing. And I thought we could easily double the 52,000 and turn that into 110. But he didn't want to do promotion. He's just a conservative guy. And I'm like, come on, Greg, come on. We could get a lot more leads than this because this camera is super hot. He just didn't care. He makes enough money in other ways. Anyway. Huh, I have that in multiple places. Anyway, so there you go. There's my long-term rant. Gosh, I went over an hour. Oh, well, that includes the 10 minutes lead up. Why is there... You probably don't see that, do you? No, you don't. Any other questions before I sign off? Did I completely convince you that contest leads do buy? I don't have any total proof of that because that's on the back end. I do believe that they will sign up, and if you treat them right, they will buy. Because they showed interest. They raised their hand. They said, I want more info. Anything? Anything? Bueller? Last chance. If you want to say something, ask something, type in question really fast. Because I know there's this delay between Facebook. When you hear it, see it. Lenny, good Lord, I love you. Have you thought of doing these, going to these companies for free stuff to run contests and split the money on the back end? I love you, Lenny. I would love to do a revenue split with a legit company like Fuji, but like I told you, they don't track that. If there are other companies that do, and I have asked some of these bigger brands, they don't want to track that. They don't want to spend the time because it will take them time to figure out how many people buy in order to give me the commission. And that's not something that is currently in their business. They don't typically do that. Now, you could do an affiliate link kind of thing, but that would be kind of after the fact to send people to their website. And so I have tried a couple of those, and they failed miserably because the companies were too small. One of them that I did for some wall art didn't do enough promotion, and they were only going to give me 10%. And long story short, I didn't do it. But Lenny says, yes, affiliates could work. But again, that's after the fact, right? That's after the promotion is over. The campaign is over. And therefore, it's really difficult to monetize because you hand Fujifilm 10,000 leads. They've already got the leads. I don't have them to go marketing to. They're their leads. They're not my leads. And therefore, in order for me to monetize it, I would have to have those 10,000 leads. They'd have to agree to let me have them and do the marketing to them with my affiliate link. And the affiliate link had darn well better be better than Amazon's 3% or 6%. Right? I have had people approach me multiple times to say, Mitch, we would love to do a campaign and we'll give you a commission on the leads that you bring us. And every time I ask, they don't have the tracking mechanism in place to make that happen. Now, if they want to give me 3% of all sales for the next year, that's a whole nother topic. Because then nobody has to track anything other than total sales, which they're already doing. But most people don't want to do that. I mean, if they make $10 million and I get 3%, I take that readily. But they don't necessarily believe that they're going to make that 10 million because of the contest leads. So it's a very interesting conversation. Great question, Lenny. Great question. You come up with lots of great questions. And I don't always have the right answer. All right, 10 seconds. 10-second warning. Because I got to go. Happy to answer questions. Oh, sure. You pop in another one. Do I have a secret sauce to generate thousands of leads for free? No. What I do send most of my clients to is places like Sweepstakes Advantage. With Sweepstakes Advantage, for example, you can buy, I think it's 600 clicks for $100. My experience has been that those leads, those clicks convert at 70 to 80%, worst case 60%. So, if you start playing the numbers game, if you can get, let's say you get 600 clicks and, 50% convert. So that's 300 signups. And you're selling a $500 camera. And of those 300 signups, you convert 1%, like we talked about before. 1% of 300 is 3, right? 3 times 500 is $1,500. You spent $100 on that, plus the prizes, of course. Got to figure that in there somewhere. But you spent $100 on the traffic and you got $1,500 in sales. Would you do that? You do that all day. You do that multiple times a day, right? It's all about the numbers. Now, one of the things that drives me crazy, Lenny, since you brought this up, it's all your fault. People like Fuzzy this morning said, well, I got leads off of Facebook for $1 a piece. Where the hell are the people that say, hey, I got leads off of Facebook. What is their purchase ratio? How many of those people buy? Right? What's the conversion rate to buyers of those leads? Nobody ever freaking asks that question. Nobody tracks that. But they're okay because Facebook is the place to go get leads and they'll buy them all day long. The assumption there is the same assumption that we have. If you get a lead off of Facebook, are they going to turn into a buyer? Well, okay, traditionally people will say yes, they will. They're more likely because you do the targeting, blah, 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 right? But the vast majority of people don't know what their sales rates are for the people they get on Facebook. Now, maybe Fuji does. Maybe they track that kind of stuff. Tell me they don't, but I don't know. But because Facebook has this reputation of being the place to go to buy leads or to do Facebook, to do advertising, then the assumption kind of is that they convert on the back end to buyers. But the conversation typically isn't there. But yet when they ask me, well, how many of those leads that I get off of a contest site turn into buyers? You don't ask that from Facebook. You figure you can convert them. Why is this a different conversation? Why? I don't quite understand that. I had the same conversation with a client was building a new website. Said, how much did you spend on your website? She said, $10,000 I spent on my new website with the designer. I said, did you ask this designer what the sales were going to be on the back end? No, I don't know. I know I need a website. And it's not her responsibility to convert them to buyers. Okay, so why is it the traffic generation guy supposed to guarantee you an X number of buyers on the back end? I can't do that. I can't do that. And you don't even ask the web designer, but you spent $10,000 on her. How do you know that's going to do you any good? Lenny, bless your heart. Referrals are always free. Work hard to get them. There's the ring the bell. I like you, Lenny. Even though you ask me some hard questions sometimes, you were right on the mark here. Referrals are technically free. You did pay something to get those referrals because you had to convince the person in the first place, right? You had to convince them to be a buyer or at least try your product or whatever. So there is a cost there to some degree. But referrals are virtually free. And we don't do enough to work for them. I got a stat. Let's see, where's my stats? I don't have a stat loaded. Darn, I need to add that. Darn. I mean, if you look at this one, the old AppSumo conversation, they studied and found out that the leads that they got from contests spent 55% more money. Oh, Arthur is here. Hi, Arthur. We were talking about you earlier. I don't know if you were here then. Arthur says, no traffic is free. Whether you are paying in cash, time, or effort, they cost you something. Absolutely true. They do cost you something. Thank you for that, Arthur. All right, I gotta go. Thank you for tuning in. Arthur, thank you for popping in. I don't know how long you were here, but we talked about you earlier if you want to watch the replay. Or you can use my search. Sitting at Home Depot waiting for curbside pickup. Arthur is building a deck, by the way. I saw him posting about, got some wood delivered yesterday. He posted on his Facebook. Side topics. It'll cost more to do nothing. True. Very true statement, Lenny. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you for tuning in. We do this every week, same time, same station. Tomorrow, by the way, don't forget, same bat time, same bat station, we're going to do a contest review. I know Arthur did one recently, shared the video with me, did a awesome job of doing a contest review. Bradley and I did one in the giveaway Galaxy that I talked about before. We did that on Sunday, and I'm going to share that recording with y'all. But tomorrow, live here, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 o'clock Central Time, I'm going to do a contest review. So tune in tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. And I know that it's funny because I say that to some people and like, huh? What is same bat time, same bat? When I was a kid, there was a show called Batman. And at the end, they said, tune in next week, same bat time, same bat channel. I'm dating myself. Lenny says, thank you. Good power hour. I love talking about this stuff. Again, come over, join us in Giveaway Galaxy. Lenny is over there contributing on a regular basis as well. So, and Arthur, you signed up, but you haven't been talking over there yet. So come on back over to Giveaway Galaxy and post some stuff. Share that review you did the other day. All right, I will talk to you again tomorrow.